and they've done wickedness with Esau. Their wickedness is far worse than what Esau can do, man.
They disobeyed Yahweh Shema Shah. Because one thing he said, envy not the oppressor and choose none of his ways, bro. But what you have today? You have so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, more wicked than the wicked, man.
Yep.
You know? But then it said the Lord Yahweh, but lo, I will command and I will sift the house of Israel among all nations, like as a corn is sifted in a sieve.
So a corn is sifted a sieve. Back in the old days, a sieve used to be that metal can that we would put the flour in and you would roll it and it would actually separate the good flour from the bad flour. It would leave the lumps in there, and that's what the part you didn't want.
Right.
Okay?
And then how is he shipping? By the word.
Exactly.
You know, he said he will gather all Israel by the word. You know? So, yeah, he's sifting the house of Israel through the spirit of power, Yahweh Shema Shah, through his word.
That's right.
You know? And it says, yet shall not the least blame fall upon the earth.
The election, man. Yeah. We're not gonna fall, man. Right. You know, Lord willing, we're part of that number, man.
That's right.
Because that election won't fall. That election is gonna be beamed up, man. Yeah. In that day of the destruction, man.
Right. I got a quick for you.
Go ahead.
It said Isaiah 66 and 15. But behold, the Lord Yahweh will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury, and his rebukes with flames of fire.
His rebukes with flames of fire, man. Yeah. So he ain't gonna be talking, man. Like you said, he gonna gather Israel and gonna separate them. Get Matthew 24 and 29. Or you can get Matthew 25, 31. 24 and 29, read that first. But that go with that sifting, right? So the Lord say he gon' that rebukes of the flames of fire. Is what? These rebukes of the flames of fire. Let me show you these rebukes of the flames of fire, man. Those are the rebukes of the flames of fire right there. The ICBM. Those intercontinental ballistic missiles, man. This is his rebukes of the flames of fire, man. The ICBM, intercontinental ballistic missiles, man. That was created, when you read in Isaiah 54, that was created by the scientists, man. You know? Go ahead.
Matthew 24 and 29. Immediately after the tribulation of those days, shall the sun be darkened.
The sun gonna be darkened. Why? Because when you shoot the nukes off that mushroom cloud that it forms, it's gonna be over the land, man. That's gonna be that dark cloud is gonna form. Go ahead.
It says, the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of the heaven shall be shaken.
The powers of heaven gonna be shaken. Who is the powers of heaven? Esau. This is his heaven right now. Right. They gonna be shaken and they gonna fall, man. Right. You know, they're gonna fall from their rulership when the Lord Yahweh Shah comes back. Go ahead.
That's why Isaiah said, daughter of Babylon, sitting the dust in her throne.
Yeah, Isaiah 47.
Right.
Yep.
And it says, and then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven.
The sign of the Son of Man, the chariots, man. Yep. They're going to be coming from what? East to the west. Go ahead.
And then shall all the tribes of the earth born, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power.
And why they gonna mourn? Because they gonna know that damn, when Yahweh Shah show with the angels, they gonna really know that he's a what? Dark-skinned man.
Right.
That perpetuated white Jesus, you're gonna find out that it's not true. And you're gonna be totally ashamed of that day, man. Right. When the Lord come back with the angels, man. Right. Okay? Go ahead.
And he shall send his angel with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect on the four winds from one end of heaven to the other.
So one end of heaven to the other, man. You seen what is it, Armageddon? That big father ship, man. Yeah. It's gonna block out the sun, man. That chariot gonna block out the sun.
That's right.
You know?
That's right.
He gonna gather this elect from one end of the earth to the other. So wherever Israel was scattered when you read in Deuteronomy 28 chapter 64 verse. So we have Israelites in what? Japan, China, Philippines, Australia. from one end to the other, man. We got Israelites, man. So the Lord he gonna come gather us back, man. The elect, man. Go ahead. Go, you go to 25 and 31. There's some more on there. Done.
Alright, back to 25 and 31. When the Son of Man shall come with his glory.
His glory with the chariots, go ahead.
And all the holy angels with him.
See, his holy angels with him, go ahead.
Then shall he sit upon the throne of his glory.
Then he gonna sit up on the throne of his glory. Because what he gonna do? And when you read in Revelation 19th chapter, he gonna take the crowns of these nations and put on his head, meaning he gonna knock them out of rulership. Yeah. The Lord's getting ready to establish righteousness in the earth, man, when he come back. Go ahead.
Right. And before him shall be gathered all nations, and he shall separate them one from another.
So all nations, man. Now you people like to think when the Lord came, John 3:16, you think it's the whole world. Right. Now this is when he gonna gather the whole world. Right. This is everybody right here.
What I say, all nations?
All nations. This is talking about everybody. Okay? And then guess what he gonna do? Read.
And separate them from one from another.
He gonna separate them one from another. Just the same way he separated the sons of Adam when you read in Deuteronomy, the 32nd chapter, the 8th verse, man. Yeah. So that lets you know, we know from that scripture that the Lord is a separatist. And he gonna be performing his separatist duties in the end also. Right. Go ahead.
As a shepherd divided his sheep from the goat.
See, a shepherd divided the sheep from the goat, man. They use the goat to what? Lead the sheep to the slaughter, man. You know? And that's what Esau is doing. Him being there, he's leading them to the slaughter, man. Hey, ID 2020 finna usher in the chip, man. He finna have everybody chipped up. Making it seem convenient for you to take an RFID chip when Revelation the 14th chapter tell you it's a penalty for it. It describes it in 13th chapter as being an RFID chip, man. It's not no Christianity, it's not no embargo. This is a physical implantable device, man, that the goat is leading you sheep to take, man. Okay? They'll call you like you I'm just talking about that shit. Just talking about it.
I'm jump back to Isaiah. It says, verse 16, Isaiah, for by fire and by his sword will the Lord Yahweh flee with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord Yahweh shall be many.
He gonna flee with all flesh, meaning he gonna visit, and he gonna kill you, man.
That's right.
You know?
Let's back it up. He said, the slain of the Lord shall be many. All right? Because there's a lot of people born in vain. All right? We just called them discipline. You know? But guess what? Hey, it's gonna come a time that they gonna know. Right now, we just out here being a messenger, as the Lord sent us to do, man.
That's right.
Out here to compel our people, to threaten our people to come in, man. But hey, it's only for the elect at the end of the day, man.
Get 2 Corinthians 5 and 10.
2 Corinthians 5 and 10.
Yeah. Because that, you said that made me think of this scripture right here. So yeah, man, the Lord gonna plead with you people, man. This fire gonna be hot, man. This fire gonna destroy all of America, man. Like when you see a thermonuclear blast, when that blast comes out, that initial blast, when that mushroom cloud, once it goes up, what it does, once it spreads out, it sucks air from all sides back up under it, which fuels that fire when it's pushed forward. That light you're gonna see is gonna be a blinding light, and that noise that you hear is gonna be a deafening sound. And that light is gonna blind you, and that's when that air comes back under there, it pushes, it makes that fire go, because air was oxygen fuels fire, man. That's what makes it push. Gives that push, man. Then what's gonna happen when the darkness, the radiation?
Well, I was just gonna say the radiation.
You know. Hey man, you could be right here with your husband or your wife. When that blast go off, when that light hit, when that blast go off, if it don't kill you, you could be in the same room with your husband 2 feet from him, when you can't see and you can't hear, you start feeling around and fear hits you. You can be right beside him and you can't hear nobody talking. You'll walk that way and he'll be right here beside you. You'll never know it. He'll walk that way because you're gonna be walking to where you think light is. Trying to get outside to the light. You're gonna be trying to get to the light. When we out here now, you're not trying to get to the real light, but you're gonna be trying to get to that light when that destruction comes, bro. And it's gonna be bad on you people out here, man.
Right.
You know, that's what the Lord pleading. You know, go ahead.
In 2 Corinthians 5 and 10. But we must all appear before the judgment seat. You have a shot.
We must all appear before the judgment seat. Go ahead.
That everyone may receive the thing done in his body according to that he have done, whether it be good or bad.
Whether it be good or bad. Go ahead.
It said, knowing therefore the terror of the Lord, we persuade thee.
So this is a terror of the Lord. These what? Nuclear missiles, man. This is a cold terror of the Lord. The thermonuclear destruction, the race riots, man.
Right.
The famine, the pestilence, the martial law. These are terrors of Yahweh, man. Knowing them what we persuade men. That's why we come out here to preach, man. The truth, man. To persuade who? The elect, mainly. We're going, whether they hear it for a bear, man.
This is the best way how to persuade somebody, man.
That's right.
You're gonna be Jake in the truth, man. You know, like Jacob and Splinter.
Yeah.
You know, tricks. Yeah, we persuade within the word, man. You know? And it says, but we are made manifest unto the power, and our trust also are made manifest in your conscience.
Made manifest in your conscience, made known in your conscience of the things that are going to happen, the terrors that he's going to bring, man. We're trying to make them made known in your conscience, so you could hear it and you could think upon your how about Shem Shai, man, and come back to the word and to possibly save yourself from the destruction that comes. Because if you don't, man, it's going to be pure destruction on you, man. Hey, man, the Lord ain't going to be playing, man. The brother just read in Isaiah 66, man. He going to come with rebukes of flames of fire, man. This thermonuclear destruction ain't no joke, man. Give me Zephaniah 1:14, Baba Bashar. Go ahead. Come. So, hey, we patiently, like I said, man, we patiently wait on that day, man. And it's coming, man, because the prophets are speaking, and we see it constantly on the news. Russia just brought nukes into South Africa, man. Hey, man, it's happening, you know?
I got you. Let me bring this out real quick.
Go ahead.
This Ecclesiastes, known as Sirach 11 and 27. The affliction of an hour maketh a man forget pleasure. And in his end, his deed shall be discovered.
Your deed's gonna be discovered in the end. That's why I say you gotta go before that judgment seat, man.
Right.
you gotta be weighed in the balance, man.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta see all your sins and what you've done. Right?
Right. And then Elder, it said that in 1 hour make the man forget his pleasure. And what's that 1 hour? America. Okay, that's how America gonna go out. The scripture speaks about America be destroyed in 1 hour, man.
Revelation 18, man.
Right.
You know?
Right. So that 1 hour, man gonna get the pleasure that he had in America, man. All right. He really gonna come. This when Jake, 2/3 of our people gonna come to reality. But guess what? It's gonna be too late.
That's Proverbs, the 1st chapter.
Yeah.
They gonna try to find the Lord, but he ain't gonna answer.
Yeah, it said they're gonna be running to and fro like a drunken.
Yeah, that's Isaiah.
That's right.
Book of Isaiah. The earth will rock to and fro. They'll be running back and forth.
Yeah.
That's why in Hosea the 5th chapter tell you what? They should seek me early, man.
Yeah.
You know, Proverbs a hell of a chapter, man, where the Lord said, hey, I stretched out my hand and what? You didn't take none of my counsel, man.
That's right.
So he said, I'm going to laugh when your calamities come upon you.
That's right.
You know? Man, that's cold, man.
You're going to laugh through the men of the Lord.
That's cold, man.
Yeah.
That Proverbs 1st chapter, you read from 20 on down to the end, man, that's cold.
That's right.
That's always a lesson for brothers, man.
That's right.
You know, that right there, hey, we'll never get tired of bringing that excerpt out. Yeah. You know?
All right, this is Zephaniah 1 and 14. The great day of the Lord Yahweh is near.
The great day, that destruction is near. Go ahead.
It is near and hasting greatly. Even the voice of the day of the Lord Yahweh, the mighty man shall cry bitterly.
The mighty man is going to cry bitterly, man. So the strong man, the strongest man who you see physically strong, in which Esau are the mighty men of the earth, because they have the army. They have the top-notch armies, man. You gotta remember, Edomites are the Russians also. Compared to Israel, they're mighty men. And they're gonna cry bitterly when that day comes.
Yeah, I got a question for you. Jump back to it. This second Ezra 15 and 18.
Get 5 right quick.
Okay, come. Okay, second Ezra 15 and 5. Behold, said the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction.
Death and destruction, man.
Yep.
He said he gonna bring plagues, man. Famine, sword. A sword is a killing instrument that brings a devastating effect. He gonna have neighbors going against neighbors in that day, right? When he speaks, he talks about the martial law troops coming, the great insurrection. When you read in the 16th chapter, they not gonna be sparing. The madmen sparing none. It's gonna be total chaos out here in the streets, man. You know, and that's the Lord coming with that sword, man, pleading with the people, man. Go ahead.
I was gonna say something about, the precept said Yahweh is a man of war, and he break that word war down. What you get out of he by action and bloodshed. You know,
always been.
So he said, going back to the destruction, famine, and death, like what that is, man. All right, that's action and that's bloodshed. All right, and all that, man. You know, somebody it up with action and bloodshed, man. That's what the Lord Yahweh is about.
That's right.
You know, he's about that action, man. Keep reading. It says, verse 6. For wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth.
The wickedness has precedingly polluted the whole earth. Yep. It's spoken in Maccabees, the first chapter, when Esau and them took over, evils multiplied in the earth, man. Yep. And that's all he about, man. Right. He's adverse to the scriptures, man. Esau is all about wickedness, man. He's all about worshiping the left-hand side, man. He's not about nothing that's righteous, man. That's why this instruction is going to be so beautiful, man. Because all we know in our life, and our parents before us and our parents before us, that Esau has been ruling. He's been the one on top. He said the earth was given into the hands of the wicked, which it was given back to him in the 1350s going to the 1400s. So you're looking at like 569, 70 years that they've been in charge, man. So we don't know nothing else. We don't even remember. You know? You're not going to remember things of the past that tell you that in Ecclesiastes, the first chapter, the 10th verse.
They don't teach our people about the dog ages. You know, that ain't in the scripture. Not in the that ain't in the textbooks. All right, that actually so-called black people rule. All right, in the dog ages, man. They ain't telling us that, man. They're keeping that history in secret. It says, and the hurtful works are fulfilled.
Those hurtful works, man. Thermonuclear destruction, the pestilence, the famine. It said they're fulfilled, meaning they're complete. They're going to be complete one day, man. That's prophecy. It says speak into the ears of them prophecy. So this is a prophecy, man, that the brother reads. That's why we are here to speak in the ears of our people Israel, man. Like we come out in Agora, you tend to have people they just walk by. Our people they're gonna walk by. That's why we put these videos on the worldwide net, so they go out all over the world, man. There are elect men to be woken up, or they're waking up watching videos. That's how I seen it. I didn't actually go to New York. We saw it, and the Lord, like boom, that's it.
Yeah, because it go back to First Peter. I got a quick question.
Go ahead.
To the prophet. Let me grab this and we just spoke on this. got